start off with an opening statement, Coach, and then we'll take it to questions.
I was very encouraged by Sam Dyson's start today. I thought he was very productive, and he had some, had everything going, all his pitches. His fastball was good. He threw some good sliders and some good changeups. So that was a very encouraging day for us. And Christian Walker swung the bat again for us. We got some runs early and got a chance to use some different pitchers, get some different guys in the game.
Questions?
Sam had to have done exactly what you're hoping for. He was retired 11-12. I looked at have his velocity a little bit and just a very easy outing for him, really.
Well, I thought it, as I said, I thought it was a very productive day. He was good. I thought he was excited to be out there. It was free and easy. I think our goal was to keep him under 50. I think it was 48. So we build on that a little bit next weekend, but that's exactly what we were hoping for.
How impressed were you with Jeffrey Jones and Christian Walker second day in a row?
Those guys have put together some at-bats. From an offensive standpoint in this game, it's a challenge to continually put together good at-bats, and you have to admire people who can do that. It's an up-and-down game. There's a lot of failure in this game, but the idea when you go to the plate is to put together a productive at-bat, and in 2 days, both those guys have had pretty good approaches up there, and they've helped us win.
Sam felt that maybe his pitch count may go up maybe 20–30% next East Carolina. Is that what one of the lines that you're thinking about?
Yeah, I guess that's right. We'll probably go to around 60 next week, 60 or 65 based on where he was today. 48, 58. He may get up to possibly 65, probably somewhere in that range, according to how the game goes and how the conditions are.
What have you seen in the depth in your pitching thus far the first couple of days that stuck out to you, Ray?
Well, I think we just got better arms in the bullpen. I thought Jimmy Ravan was a lot better than his numbers looked today. He was just missing. He wasn't making excuses. He wasn't blaming the umpire. He said, I was just missing a little bit. His changeup is one of his best pitches coming out of the bullpen for the first time in his life. I don't think he's ever done that, even back to Little League. So that was a challenge for him, but I told him afterwards, after the game, that I was encouraged by his outing. I know that he probably isn't as happy with it as I am, but I thought it was outstanding and something that we can go with, and he'll get better. He gets more opportunities. Ethan Carter threw the ball well. Patrick Sullivan did. Jay wasn't real sharp, but he's a veteran, so he was able to survive out there. We've got some guys left in the bullpen that will run out there tomorrow behind Webb.
Talks about batting Evan Mazzilli at leadoff today. That's a big responsibility for a guy making his first career start.
Well, the idea is he's going to probably get some opportunities to play, and you gotta throw him in there. He probably was a little bit surprised to find out today that he was in the leadoff spot in his second college game. He did lead off the game with a hit. He scuffled a little bit after that, but he's a good player. He's going to end up getting on the field. Now, more so defensively and running bases than his bat right now, but any chance we get to help him grow as a hitter, we're going to try to do that.
I know it's only the second game, but Jeff at first base today was DH. Are you going to try to split it up half and half for him, or was it just a day you decided to put him at DH?
Robert Barrett plays all over the field. He can play third as well. He can catch. He can play left and play first. That's his 4 positions, and he plays them adequately. So I want to get him doing that as often as possible as we go forward. So when we have to make those moves, he's somewhat accustomed to it. But I've been happy with Jeffrey at first. I didn't move him out of there today because I was unhappy, but just to give Robert Barrett some opportunities to play different positions. I do want to make one thing perfectly clear, in case there is any question. If Nick Hebert becomes eligible, he will be back at first base. Now, if Jeffrey Jones is still swinging a hot bat, will he be in there? Absolutely. But he'll probably be in the DH spot. But Nick Hebert's not going to lose his job based on what Jeffrey Jones is doing right now.
Any particular reason why Scott came out of the game?
Personnel move.
Were you not pleased with his performance or anything like that, or is it just that you wanted to get Adrian some at-bats?
It's just a personnel move.
more impressive about Walker's home run or his 1-2 single scoring 2 runs with the bases loaded?
Well, my high school friend from Michigan that comes down every year, his daughter lives in town. We chit-chat a lot about baseball, and I told him even back in the fall, I said, this young man just has a knack for putting the bat on the ball, as they said in the old days. He somehow can find a way to put it in play even when he's down in the count or he has a tough pitch. And what he did there at the end, he ran a ball off the first baseman's glove there with 2 strikes to pick up a couple more RBIs. Good hitters do that. They can hit tough pitches. They can hit pitches that are left in the zone, but they find a way to make contact and move the baseball. And he's pretty good at that. I don't know what kind of year he's going to have, but he has proven to us that he's one of those guys that he finds a way to make good contact.
You said before the series started that you thought your team would be better for it with some of your key guys not playing. How do you feel like they played offensively without those guys in there?
Well, I think it's been pretty good. You know, Jones has gotten off to a good start. Walker swung the bat well in the early going, but you know, we need those other 2 guys back for us to be the team that we want to be. We need to get them back in there. But you know, Anderson's had some quality at bats, and Brady Thomas has been able to get his work back there as well. Adam Matthews, you know, had a big bump for us after they cut the deficit and had some runners in scoring position. He started to rally with a bunt base hit to start, I guess, the bottom of the 7th, and we've got to get him more productive offensively. But you know, we got some good players. I thought Michael Roth coming into the game to get their Devereaux, get him out today. He's a good hitter, and as I said to the team after the game, Roth comes in, he makes a real good pitch for strike 3, but it's a ball. He just missed. I wanted the call, didn't get it, but he comes right back and repeats that pitch and gets it the next time. It's impressive. That kind of stifled a potential big inning for them right there.
How big was that 7th inning after they sort of got a little bit of life back?
I liked it. The fact that, you know, they rallied. You know, they made a run at us, and we answered. We came right back and answered. That's an important characteristic for a team, that they can answer back. If we don't answer back there, then they may get a couple more, and it really does get tight. But that was something I was happy about as a coach, the fact that we could answer.
What are you looking for out of Tyler Webb tomorrow?
Poise and composure. He's a quality pitcher. He's done a good job, and more than anything else tomorrow, I just want him to be comfortable and be who he is, and not get excited and get carried away with getting an opportunity to be an opening weekend pitcher as a true freshman. I just want him to be who he is. He's pretty good, and I read a quote the other day where he said he was pretty excited. He had some butterflies. Well, that's fine, but tomorrow we're looking for some poise and composure.
You gonna have him on a pitch count as well?
Not so much. I mean, he's kind of where Blake Cooper is. It won't get real high just because it's his first time out, but he's healthy and he feels good, and you know, he's probably good, you know, 75 to 85 if we go that high. But we got guys in the bullpen that have to pitch tomorrow. Right. We got to get Mott out there. We got to get Taylor out there. Probably Parker Bangs out there. Maybe Michael Roth for another appearance. So maybe Stephen Neff goes out. We got some guys that we got to get on the mound tomorrow.
Any chance Bradley Jr. on the field tomorrow?
Possibly. You know, we see how it goes. I could have gotten him in late today, but it got a little bit cooler out there, and I just decided not to run him out there today.
Any other questions for Coach Tanner?